All right, my other video got cut off, so I'm hoping that this is going to pick up where I left off. But what I was trying to say is, do your actions line up with who you say you belong to? If I say I'm God's child, do I act like it? Do I think like it? Do I give off that vibe, per se, that I'm His? I know it's a little cliche, but I want you to think about what would Jesus do, because what Jesus would do is show love. He would show those fruits of the Spirit. And if my life is the only Bible that some people are ever going to read, what are they reading? What do they see? Do my actions match my words? Do people see that faith makes a positive difference in my life? Do I complain about having to go to church? Do I complain about having to live this life for Jesus and be legalistic about rules or things I can and cannot do? Or is it a joy to serve the Lord? Perfection is not what's going to be that draws people to Christ. After all, we are all just sinners saved by grace. But if you are truly an authentic follower of Him, your desire should be to shine His light daily, and that everybody would see Jesus through you every day. A couple of ways that you can make sure that your actions match up with your words is in Ephesians 4:29. It says, "Let no corrupt word proceed out of your mouth, but what is good for necessary edification, that it may impart grace to the hearers." What that means is, don't let trash come out of your mouth. Only stuff that's good, stuff that's going to build other people up, stuff that's going to encourage them. Are people hearing us talk bad about our friends, or talk bad about other people, or spread rumors, or be a gossip? That kind of stuff. That's not being Christ-like. Another thing would be in James 3:8-11. No man can tame the tongue. We sure do have a hard time with that. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison. With it we bless our God and Father, and with it we curse men who have been made in the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceed blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be so. What that's saying is, we talk out of both sides of our mouth. Is one thing that people say around the South. Like, I say one thing when I'm around somebody, and I say something when I'm around somebody else. And that's not being like Jesus. That's being two-faced. This is another word we'll use for that. So remember, Galatians 5:25 says, if we live in the Spirit, let's walk in the Spirit. If we say we belong to Jesus, let's act like it. My challenge to you would be to think about your life, and that your life may be the only Bible some people will ever read. Some people will never open a copy of God's Word, and if they do, it will be very brief. But I tell you what they're watching, and that's you and me and what we do every day, how we live, what we say. If we claim we belong to Jesus, how is that coming across to them? Are we really spreading the message like we should be? Are we really being Christ-like? What type of Jesus are you showing them? One that forgives, one that loves, one that's patient, one that's kind? Or are you showing them a Jesus that they don't want anything to do with? It's something to think about. We need to follow the advice found in Matthew 5:16, and that is to let our light shine before men, that they will see your good works and glorify your Father who's in heaven. And after all, that's what we're trying to do, is point them to Jesus. My references are here on this last slide, just in case y'all wondering where any of this came from. I want to give credit to the people whose ideas I kind of put all this together from. And I love y'all. Thank you for listening. And I hope you will listen to the rest of the videos I have posted on this virtual club meeting. Y'all have a good day.